Oilers, I'm Emma Rakowski here with a new campus update. Let's get started. Haven't had enough live shows this year? Want to see another? Well, you're in luck because the One Act Play Festival is on its way and we sent Gio to find out more.
I'm Chloe. You're watching Campus Update.
You know, the One Act Play Festival is right around the corner, so we decided to interview some people in order to get some more information.
The One Act Play Festival is plays written by students, directed by students, and performed by students.
And it's a showcase where everybody gets to come together and perform everything that they've done and worked on as students.
My favorite part of the play is just, everybody's having fun. It's really cool.
I kind of like when we all bring food. For my specific one act, we'll pitch in money and then order pizza.
My favorite part has probably been getting so close with my cast and being able to work with my friends.
My favorite part has definitely been all the rehearsals and practices because I have a really funny cast and we all just get along really well. My most memorable moment was probably just a couple practices in when everybody had their scenes ready and we just improv the whole show, and it was really funny and comedic and everybody interpreted it their own way.
Students should look forward to just seeing their friends go up and perform.
People should come because
it's funny.
It's funny. Students are coming together to perform their art and showcase their talents to people.
But people should come just because it's cool and it's supporting a program that lots of people like.
There's going to be musicals, dramas, comedies, the whole shebang. There's something for everybody.
Sounds like it's going to be a great show. Be sure to be there in the Black Box on the 16th and the 17th, Wednesday and Thursday. It's $5 for students and $12 for adults.
I'm supposed to sell babies online.
Looks like it's going to be a good show. Make sure you take lots of pictures when you go to savor those memories. Speaking of pictures, let's learn about Huntington Beach High's AP Photography class. Here's Ashley to fill us in.
So in class in AP Photo, we usually go for 3 hours every 3 Mondays, and we go over each other's images just to give constructive criticism. And then while we're not in class, we're out shooting images for our 29 photo portfolio. AP Photo is more on an artsy side where you're just building strictly a portfolio of 29 images, while Advanced Photography is more of a business side where you're going out and taking photos of whatever sports teams want portraits done. If somebody wanted to join AP Photo, I would say you need a camera and then purchase Lightroom and Photoshop and just start looking up tutorials to get started. I joined AP Photo to better my photography. I originally started about 3 years ago when I got a GoPro because I saw somebody's photo on Instagram and I said I could do that too. So it just kind of progressed over time.
In AP Photo, the class mainly consists of trying to build a portfolio of 29 images. We meet once every 3 weeks for 3 hours, and basically the whole class is just judging each other's photos and trying to figure out what we can do better. I joined AP Photo to basically just try and better my photography. So some tips I'd give to anybody who's interested in joining AP would be to be prepared to work on your own, basically, since you're on your own for the most part because you only meet 3 hours every 3 weeks.
Nice pictures, guys. Fun fact, Campus Update is Huntington High's most reliable school news show. To learn more about the news industry, here's Max Kozik with part 3 of our exploration on journalism.
Hello Oilers, welcome to the final part in Campus Update's series on journalism. Today we'll be taking a look at how you can find credible journalism within today's media landscape. But before we can do that, we have to establish what credible journalism looks like. To start, credible journalists report facts objectively rather than subjectively. Objective journalism seeks only to report facts, allowing audiences to draw their own conclusions and opinions without involving their personal views on the matter. For someone to insert their own opinion into their reporting would be utilizing subjectivity, which often seeks to convince an audience of the journalist's own stance on a given topic. While an objective journalist will report information indiscriminately, regardless of how they align with their own pre-existing beliefs, a less credible journalist will often cherry-pick the facts which they report, carefully choosing material which aligns with their own beliefs. Less credible journalists will also use emotionally manipulative language, which can get an audience angry or afraid to forward their own agenda. So now that we've established how a credible journalist reports facts, we can get to explaining how you can find credible sources which remain objective. To help us, we sat down with English teacher Mrs. McCulley in her classroom.
Well, definitely New York Times is always a good one to start with. Associated Press, traditionally they got the first question at the White House press conference, but that's changed since Spicer. Al Jazeera is a good one. You always want to triangulate and make sure that there are lots of sources that are saying whatever it is that you want to believe is truth.
Thanks for watching, Oilers. We hope you've all learned something today.
Thanks, Max. We sure are important. The music industry is also kind of important, so let's go on a musical adventure with Cameron to find out what's been going on lately.
Hey guys, I'm back with another look into updates in the music industry. Today I'm going to cover 3 artists, starting with Calvin Harris, the well-known DJ, songwriter, and record producer. He has just announced a new album called Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1 to come out on June 30th. It contains a record-breaking amount of featured artists such as Frank Ocean, Katy Perry, John Legend, Snoop Dogg, and even more. Nothing is known about the style or genre that Funkwave has to offer, but the name implies that June 30th is about to get a whole lot funkier. Next, the French group Phoenix has returned with their first record in 4 years titled Ti Amo, a new colorful and vibrant album containing 10 songs to come out on June 9th. The record is said to be inspired by, quote, summer in Italian discos while rejecting escapism and denial. The new album envelops the listener in a blanket of cool synth and memorable pop. Next, for more indie bands, everyone's favorite Canadian Mac DeMarco has recently released his new album back on the 5th of May called This Old Dog. The album is heavily composed of more acoustic sound and less synth than of his other previous albums, and it has a nice contrast of light and warm and dark and mellow sound. Be sure to check out these new albums for some incredible music.
Looks like that's all the time we have this week, Oilers. See you next time. Hopefully next week we'll have more than 2 people shooting anchors.